Hello, hello, lovely people. Hope you are feeling great this morning. We just landed back from 2 weeks of vacation. And I say just landed back, I'm actually going to speak with you about it more today. But we landed back, we got to our house, and it's like all the trees in the garden are blossoming. Like I'm looking outside at literal pink blossoming trees, and it's just amazing to come back to and feel like spring is here, even though it's definitely winter still in England. I'm not gonna lie. We went on a walk yesterday in a park near us, and it was raining a little bit before we went. I was like, let's go anyway, and then it got torrential, and I was like, this is actually a terrible idea. We ended up sitting in the park cafe waiting for it to stop raining, then to have a hungry baby to bring home. So that's life these days. So be it. We got outside, it was nice. But today the sun is shining again, the trees are blossoming. It's just really nice and colorful in our garden for the first time since we moved in here in winter. So I'm just enjoying that. But anyway, I digress. What I wanted to speak with you about is returning back from holidays. I know so many of you are like me. I spent years doing this, and like many of my clients, which is we come back from vacation, and the way we come back from vacation makes us immediately need another vacation. And this can happen also in the lead up to a vacation. What I'm going to be talking about today is how to come back from a vacation, but maybe I'll do another episode on how to go on vacation, because it's the same thing. We end up like cramming so much, trying to get everything done in like a fraction of the time, so that we can make up for being off. And the reason we do that, the reason we come back like I don't know why the word tumbleweed, it's like the opposite of a tumbleweed. We come back like a tornado into like work and house and home and family and whatever things we have going on, as though we have to like binge on everything because we've been off. It's kind of like, we've starved ourselves and then we're just like binging. But the idea doesn't come from like, much like binging from like a good place. It comes from this idea that being on vacation or being away from work is bad and wrong, and we have making up to do. It's like a punishment for being off is coming back and making up for that lost time. That time is not lost. Vacation time is not lost. We have to stop like putting this area of our life, or every area of our life, as competing with time off. And I mean, if you've ever traveled with a baby, you'll also know that there is no such thing as time off. No, I did actually get some time, but that's beside the point. The point is, how do you come back from vacations right now? That's what I want you to think about right now. How do you land back from vacations? Do you land back and check your email while you're waiting for your suitcase to arrive? Do you land back and straight as soon as you get in the house, tell yourself you have to organize the laundry and put things away, even if you've been like, we met this couple that had been traveling for 21 hours back from Japan, and we ended up coming back through London to have a mini trip there, and trains were cancelled and changed, and it was like a day. We got on the first train, we were on for an hour because it was delayed, and then it took off, and then the second train was cancelled. It was a day. Like coming back from that, and the idea of sorting anything out beyond just like bathing, feeding and sleeping ourselves and the baby was just not going to happen. But I know a past version of me would have like pushed through and been like, this is the right way to come back from vacation. I must sort all these things out. So I just want you to think about how you come back from vacation and what you expect of yourself. And at what point does it start creeping in, like the to-do list, the work to-do list, the personal to-do list? So like, I'm just going to add these 20 items, and because I'm adding them and they're like out of the ordinary, I'm going to try and cram them in as little as time as possible. And if that's you, there's nothing wrong with you. It comes from the narrative that we've inherited and been told and taught about vacation, and this idea that it's not productive, it's lazy, it's like we have making up to do, it wasn't useful in any way, and we're only here to be productive and die and be useful and die, like that whole narrative that we've inherited. So what I wanted to share with you today was actually how I land back from vacation now, so that you can start thinking about, like, maybe you'll follow this exact 3-day process that I lay out. Maybe there's parts of it that you want to try. Maybe there's parts of it that you already do. Maybe there's parts of it that you know are absolutely not for you. I am in no way going to tell you what to do. I just want to open up your mind to the possibility that there is a way to land back from vacation and get back into work without the pressure, without the anxiety, without the shoulding and rushing and exhausting ourselves into needing another vacation. That's the point of today. So just to give the background, I was away for just over 2 weeks. It was like 3 weekends. And I didn't do any work. I will speak about what I did do, but I didn't do any work while I was away. And it was great that I'd made this decision ahead of time, because our Airbnb, for part of it, literally had no internet. And so I did love that I had zero stress about that. And there was no like making up to do, even though if that would have happened, we would have figured it out anyway. It wouldn't be the first or the last time that the internet has gone down on me and solutions have had to be made. But it was really yummy to know that like this just isn't a problem. I'm totally fine with this. So we got back from London 2 nights ago on the Sunday night, and we crashed. We ordered takeaway, showered, bathed baby, and crashed. Like I said, I think typically past version of me would have been like, oh, well, I should at least do something. Versus now, when my attitude is really like, I am going to nourish myself as best as possible, because I'm aware that there's now, I am coming back to more emails unanswered than I would typically have on a work day or a work week. I am coming back to, there's more laundry to be done. We are coming back to more sorting, like more in terms of everything. So if you feel that, I want to say you are right. Those things all happen. We all land back to like a backlog of things. But those things don't all have to get done within 24 hours. Like there's no award for coming back and getting it all done within 24 hours. So that was the first day. Yesterday was our second day. And yesterday I dipped into my coaching communities, check on how my time hackers are, how my time hacker coaches are, and how my 15-hour masterminders are. That for me is like that's what I want to do. That's what I want to see. Just reading through, seeing what's going on with people, hearing about the amazing coaching they've been getting while I've been gone, hearing about all the celebrations. We're doing a celebration challenge inside Time Hackers at the moment. So it's really fun to come back. And I even jumped in and shared a celebration with them about all of their celebrations, about everything that I was reading, because it was so fun to come back to. And then I checked my email just to like do a quick scan. There was 1 or 2 people that had emailed me like 4 times the same email for a response. And so I did reply to one of them and say, I've just got back. I will get back to you. But I didn't require myself to actually respond to any of those emails. And I very quickly like deleted or archived emails that I just knew weren't important and were not important to me. So that's really yummy today to know that like there's 1 or 2 emails that I want to get back to, but everything else is going to continue to wait. Because today for me is about like, what are the 3 things? What are the priorities for me to come back to? If I come back today and I sit with my email, I will spend all my working day responding to other people's requests of my time instead of guiding and directing my time on purpose. And not just that, but emails are like a low mental response. Like it's not like creative. It's just like responding to questions back and forth. So it's not something that I want to give my brain a task to do. It's like low energy, draining. Like it's just not what I'm excited to come back to work for. And I want to come back and give myself what I'm excited to work for. So today I'm creating a little bit of content. This is exactly what I'm doing right now. I was like, what do I want to do? I want to share with you about this experience that I'm in, about how rested I feel. I actually woke up this morning and I lay in bed till noon. I watched 1 or 2 episodes of a series. I snoozed. My husband took the baby to nursery. It was just really like a yummy, slow morning. I had a nice chai tea. My husband's been making me chai tea. And then I had a brilliant idea for something that I'm going to do with my clients today. And I went downstairs and celebrated it with my husband. I was like, how fun is this? Old version of me would have been like, I need to like make all these plans and make all these lists and make all these slides and do all this stuff. And version of me today is like, I just rested. And then in bed, this idea came to me that's phenomenal that I'm going to implement immediately today, because of how I implement things now, which is all about impact for the receiver instead of what it looks like on the surface. It just like allows me to achieve so much more and to give so much more to my clients. So that's really fun. And then I'm coaching today inside Time Hackers, and I'm coaching today and teaching today inside Become a Time Hacker Coach. And that's it. That's my day. I will probably do 20 minutes at the end of the day of those few emails that I wanted to get done as a last, like as a low priority. But that is my day coming back. It's a very like stepping in with ease, stepping in with fun, led by what I want to do in my business. And then tomorrow I will come back and start doing the things like, I just want you to notice how I'm easing my way in with a lot of rest and then a lot of led by what I want to do and then being led by what others want of me. That's what's going on in my work. That's what I want to invite you to think about. What would be different if you implemented that? It's the same thing, even like only this morning, did we start unpacking? I say this morning, that was when my husband started unpacking. And then I literally got out of bed and he's like, do you want to do this? Will you do this now? I was like, oh, I was going to start working, but okay. And it actually only took 20 minutes. So things never take as long as we think they're going to take. That's also a fun reminder. But yeah, I really want you to think about coming back from vacation in a really gentle, nourishing way that allows you to come down from that vacation, enter back into your daily rhythm or your daily life and give actually more to your work, whether you work for yourself or you work for someone else, like in a way that's really conducive to the actual results you want to create instead of this pressure, time scarcity, guilt for being off and having a vacation and a whole mindset around that. So what I want to leave you with is like, what's one thing that you want to implement based off of this for you coming back from vacations? Like we're coming into spring and then summer, it's, you know, vacation season. And this applies whether you go away for 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months, like the same thing applies. And some of you might be thinking, but I'll have so much more if I go away for 2 months. And that's true, which is why it's even more important to be gentle with yourself. My VA actually recently booked time off. And I was so proud of her because she said to me, without any prompt from me, she was like, I also included in that the day before and the day after vacation, like just to come back with a soft landing. And it's just so beneficial for you at every stage of your business or whatever your role is at an organization. And if you lead an organization or have a leadership role there, I encourage you to think about educating your people on this kind of thing as well. By the way, if you want me and my team to come in and do that, we are now offering that. If you ever want us to discuss with us, coming in and doing a training or a teaching at your organization around time hacking, around vacation, around rest, around productivity and non-toxic productivity, around how to optimize your time, all these yummy things, then you can just email team@vickylouise.com and we will make it happen. How fun is that? Okay, that's it from me. Just acknowledging that when you go back from vacation, even though you are maybe coming home, I mean, you are coming home, that's coming back from vacation. You are coming home, you're coming to a familiar space. There are things happening in your body, in your brain, in your mind, in your physiology that are changing and responding to a new environment. Like you are already experiencing a lot. So to then add to that, the idea that you need to get through hundreds, if not thousands of emails and requests and responses and do all the laundry and the unpacking and the cleaning and the tidying and all of that. I don't know what the sound was, but all of that stuff, it's just completely unsustainable. It's going to exhaust you. It's going to drain you and it's going to cost you your happiness, yes, but also your productivity, your creativity, and ultimately the results that you want to create in your life. So, and the juicy benefits from vacation are going to be gone. So this is my invitation for you to start implementing a conscious down period post-vacation and obviously pre-vacation. If you want me to do an episode on that, just DM me on Instagram @feministtimecoach. And if I see there's demand for it, I will make it happen. All right, loves, that's it from me today. Wishing you a wonderful day. Hope you have a nice vacation coming up that you can use this and implement this on. If you find it useful, share it with a friend. If you're going away on vacation with someone, definitely share it with them. This is like a gem of an episode. That's it from me. Bye, loves.